Hey everyone, I'm Macy Turner, and welcome to another edition of Spotlight. This episode, we have some great new and exciting segments for you, so stay tuned. Joe Malisi takes a look at a new Mexican restaurant in the latest edition of Taste of the Week.
Right on Main Street is Cielito Lindo, a new Mexican restaurant that strives for quality and authenticity. Not only is the food made to order, but it's made with fresh and high-quality ingredients. Their menu ranges from lunch and dinner specials with a variety of authentic Mexican dishes. They also give you the option to enjoy an authentic drink or sauce to enhance the experience. Cielito Lindo also decorated in preparation for Halloween as well as the Day of the Dead. So the next time you're in the mood for a taco, empanada, or anything else, give Cielito Lindo on Main Street a try.
After the break, we have a brand new segment, so stay tuned.
It's on us to take responsibility for our actions and our inaction.
To do something to get in the way of a sexual assault.
To keep an eye on someone in a vulnerable situation.
It's on us to never blame the victim.
To take reports of sexual assault seriously.
It's on us to hold our friends accountable.
It's on us, all of us, to stop sexual assault.
I took the pledge, and you can too, at itsonus.org.
We have something new at Spotlight. In this comedy sketch, we give the hosting gig over to Pennywise the Clown as he discusses the latest in clown movies, so enjoy.
Coming to you live from Derry, Maine, it's the Pennywise Show!
Are we rolling? Hello and welcome to Pennywise's talk show of fear and fun. This is the show where I talk to frighteningly brilliant guests and wait for the next 27 years to pass so that another group of children may grow into adults that I can eat or one day interview on a beautiful Monday night like this. Anyways, let me introduce my first guest of the evening. You know him from Kutztown University's cinema program, Mike Haas! Hello, Mike.
What's up?
How are you? It's been a few years since the last time I saw you. You were much more, tender back then. Anyways, Mike, what exactly are you here to talk about?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm here to talk about my charity events coming up next week in support of...
All right. Yeah, that's great. Mike, anyways, my next guest is here to promote his latest and greatest piece of cinema. Please put your hands together for Joker! So, how exactly did you feel about the latest film adaptation of the Joker?
Yeah, I thought they did a fantastic job of showing my origin story of, going through showbiz and did a really good job of showing who I really am.
Oh yeah, that's great. Now, for those in the audience who have not seen the film, do you think you could sum it up for us in 3 words?
Hilarious, sad, disgusting.
I love it. That sounds creepy enough. Those 3 same words perfectly sum up Mike's dating life as well.
Pennywise, isn't it true that you actually hunt down children every 27 years and scare them with whatever they're afraid of until they can no longer function in human society, thus making them give up on life completely?
Well, yeah, sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
What?
How about you, Mike? What do you like to do?
Like as a hobby?
No, tell me, Mike, what's your deepest, darkest fear? What really gets you freaked out?
Sorry.
Come on. What? Is it spiders? Snakes?
I love it when it gets all psychological.
Come on, Mike. Smell the beans, Jack.
Garden gnomes, I guess. Those little statues that sit in people's gardens. They
Gnomes?
kind of freak me out. Yeah,
Gnomes.
they're freaky looking. This show is so stupid.
Sorry?
You don't even sound like the Joker.
What? Well, I mean, we didn't really check to see if it was legitimate.
And you are a joke.
Joker, in theaters now. Thank you to my guests Mike and the Joker. Have a great night, and remember, don't fall asleep tonight. Good night, America. Woo!
After the break, we have a brand new segment, so stay tuned.
Want some new KU merch? Keep your eyes on the ball. Every Monday after a home football game, you get an additional 5% off all Kutztown apparel at the KU campus store for every touchdown we score, starting at 15%, win or lose. That's 15, 20, 25, all the way up to 40% off all Kutztown apparel. The sale can be used in-store or on the website, kubstore.com.
Owen and Constantinos discuss the latest in sports in the new segment called Sports Talk Whenever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are talking about sports because you know why? It's fall season. November, baby, look at that. It's time for Sports Talk Whenever with your host, Constantinos.
And Owen Volkrick.
Today, we're going to be talking about sports. What do you want to start off with today?
Let's start off with the big championship just happened about a week ago, the World Series.
Whoa, World Series with MLB?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let's talk us through it.
Oh, of course. Then Washington Nationals won their first ever World Series in a Game 7 series against the Houston Astros by beating them 4-3.
4 games to 3?
Yeah, it went to 7 games.
7 games?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was the first playoff series in both the history of the MLB, NHL, or NBA where the away team won every single game.
Who did they play?
The Houston Astros.
How did the Astros perform? I guess not that well.
They took it to 7 games. So they
7 games?
Yes.
I mean, I guess they didn't perform that well to
It was a
the
disappointment.
Nationals.
They were the top title contenders for the entire season. This was they put a lot of money, they acquired a lot of talent, but they were not able to finish
a lot of
together.
Moneyball trades, I assume.
Yeah, not able to put it together.
Played
and get
the
their
game
final
right.
season.
They played the game very right.
The Washington Nationals had a pretty miraculous run. They were almost out of the playoffs entirely, but they've managed to pull together an amazing run. And in almost all their playoff series, they were underdogs, but they've managed to overcome the odds and win their first ever World Series.
Congrats for the Washington National. That's amazing. Good for them, honestly.
Let's talk about the Sixers. They seem like an amazing contender for the finals this year with their new
Sixers?
the new revamped roster. They got Al Horford, Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Jason Richardson.
How do you think Brett Brown's going to handle all those guys?
Well, it's an amazingly...
It's not an all-star lineup from last season, but you got...
We have a lot of great talent, and they're amazing defenders all the way down to the bench. Big, tall guys with great defense.
They lost a lot of guys in this offseason, but they brought in Al Horfordson. They brought in Richardson. They brought in... they had Jay Menace from last year. They had Mike Scott, very good guys from last year. But they also brought in Kyle Quinn. I think he's a nice touch to the addition for that
With the Sixers
defensive
roster, they are bigger than everyone. They can out-rebound anybody, and they can out-defend anybody, and that makes them title contenders.
So who do you think can stop them in our division.
In the Eastern Conference, the only other big contender I see is the Milwaukee Bucks. The Giannis Antetokounmpo, former MVP candidate.
Guy's crazy.
Yeah, they were the first seed in the conference last year, but they did lose some talent. They did lose Malcolm Brogdon.
They did.
But they did retain Drew Bledsoe. So
it'll
be tough
balance
to see. I would say those teams are very equal right now. It'll be very exciting to see them match up in the playoffs.
It is very exciting for the Eastern Conference Final this season.
Yeah.
I have very high hopes for those Sixers.
The Toronto Raptors are the returning champions, but with the departure of Kawhi Leonard, it's tough to see them matching up to the Bucks or the Sixers.
It looks like the Nets have a chance, though. Kyrie Irving, 50 points in his debut.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kevin Durant is out for the year with Achilles injury.
Still hurt.
They're going to, while they do have a chance of making the playoffs, I do think they're going to struggle to get deep in the playoffs.
I think if they revamp, I think they could do it. Not going to lie.
We'll see.
But the rest of the league, let's go over to the West. You see Steph Curry out for 2 to 3 months?
Yeah, Steph Curry's out.
He's
the
hurt.
Warriors are without Clay. They're without Steph Curry.
Draymond Green.
Kevin Durant's gone entirely. So they're probably
they got their second string starting for them.
They're probably going to miss the playoffs entirely. If we're going to talk about contenders in the West, though, you got to talk about the two teams in Los Angeles. You have the Lakers, where LeBron James has teamed up with Anthony Davis.
Great start for them.
They've had a great start. They've won 5 straight games.
AD and LeBron James, that's a pure matchup.
They seem like a perfect match to complement each other's play styles.
You got Danny Green hitting some threes, and you got Kuzma there. He's still heating up. What is he, a rookie last year? So he's still trying to play with the big boys.
He should be entering his prime right now.
Let's talk about the
Los Angeles Clippers. They made the big splash this offseason by acquiring both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard asking for Paul George to be on the Clippers back in his home state.
Yeah. 2 amazing defenders, 2 amazing scorers, 2 perennial MVP candidates. We'll see how well they can mesh together. And they just got a very deep team. We're talking about a roster that was a 6th seed in the playoffs before they acquired Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll see with the Clippers. I have very high hopes for them. But, I mean, the rest of the league, we'll see. Houston Rockets, I don't know if if they even played with
the Houston Rockets teaming up of Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
Yes. I don't know if Harden can play with anyone,
2
honestly.
ball-dependent players who need to have the ball in their hand at all times to have any success. We'll see how they can manage. But if I had to make my picks for the contention for NBA Finals, I would say the Sixers pull out of the Eastern Conference with their defensive and rebounding skills, and they will match up against the Los Angeles Clippers, thanks to both the play styles of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
Well, I have very high hopes for the Sixers now.
I think that's going to wrap it up here.
Let's talk about let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. I have been Owen Volker.
Constantinos.
And this has been Sports Talk Whenever. We'll see you next time.
Have a good night.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm your host, Macy Turner. I hope to see you next time on the next episode of Spotlight.